Hello, thank you for joining me. Today's my dog's birthday. He's 2. He's still a little baby. But anyway, so I'm going to do reading, and I found it very interesting, the cards that I was drawn to today. First of all, I was first drawn to this Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and then my Moonology Oracle, and then my Alchemical, or what is this? Alchemy. What is this called? Hold up. The Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle. They're all oracle cards. High Priestess energy coming through immediately. But I also love this beautiful, like, sun and moon balance and connection here. And then with this alchemy card, it's like having those two energies alchemizing something here. So let's first pull from here and let's see what's coming through today. Or let's pull from here. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. I am feeling, yeah, a lot of High Priestess energy. I'm like I want to say a lot of vibes. I don't know what that means. I don't really use vibes like that in my daily vocabulary. But yeah, it's just like a feel, like it's yeah, something about like your energy is magnetic. Your energy is very radiant, radiant sun. It's very also mysterious and craft. It's like you're crafting. You crafted a style. You craft something that an audience or that others really enjoy looking at or enjoy interacting with or something like that. It's like you have a certain craft. Yes, this could be something where you work with your hands, yes, and you're creating something. But it's also like you've crafted a style for yourself. This could be what you wear, yeah. How you create your music, whatever it is that you do. Let's just get okay. I'll put that here for right now. This is about you. Who are you? And then this is what is this reading about? And then this is going to be guidance. Okay. Sure. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing a bush. It's a bush full of yellow daisy looking flowers. And there's one like burgundy or maroon or just like this deep red rose looking flower. It's not a rose though. And it's just the only one in this bush full of yellow flowers. And what's interesting is that like yellow, it stands out, right? It's, you could see it, right? But when it's a lot of the same thing and then all of a sudden one thing comes through, even though it's a deeper, darker color, even though it's a completely different flower, it stands out a lot. It stands out more than this bright bush of, yellow flowers here. Yeah, so something about like, you don't got to do the most, baby. Just do you. You're going to stand out either way, especially in a time where everyone's doing the same thing in the same way. Like, you'll be good. You'll be fine. What is this about? There's 2 here, but I'm going to take them. Luck is on your side. 411 as I look up. New moon in Sagittarius here. And confidence is your key to success. Yeah, and I love how it's like this yellow and this deep reddish, like purplish, color here. These are the colors that are coming through for me. And it's like, yeah, luck is on your side. Have confidence in what you're doing. Ooh, what's interesting is I looked up at the timer and it said 4:43. And then I was going to say 444 can be significant because I knew that number was coming next. But I just briefly glanced down. Like, it felt like half a second. It was so brief. But I missed the 444. And usually, ooh, it's 10:44 on the clock. Nice. You know, when you think of fours, that's protection and stability. And so the message that came to me was like, you're, there's this fear of like losing some kind of protection or losing some kind of stability, or maybe not having that, and feeling like, I'm just going to keep these like this. What was at the bottom of here? Feeling like you're just afraid. We have endurance. Ooh, very interesting with harmony. 8, 7, 7, 8 here. So there's progression with something. I keep having to clear my throat too. I mean, granted, there is something going on in my throat. The air quality is like, it's terrible over here right now. But anyway, let me get something to drink. Yeah, there's something here about being afraid of like missing an opportunity maybe, or just missing out on something, having this, I almost want to say irrational fear. Okay. Let's pull a card for guy. Okay, let's do that after then. Let's see what, first of all, who is this? Who am I speaking to here? Oh, decision. Come on now, bruh. I like that. The threes could be significant. Let me just take a look at this card for a second. Okay, something that's coming to me, and it's almost by accident, and that's interesting because I do, like, this luck is on your side. It feels like something is happening like on accident, like it's not on purpose. Something like equivalent to like you're trying to make one thing, and maybe you get the measurements wrong or something, and it turns out to be something completely different, but in the end it's like, oh, actually this worked out better than what I was trying to do anyway. Something about something being on accident. But there is this energy here of like trying to impress, trying to, yeah, like trying to show people how strong you are, how smart you are, how diligent you are, how like I can be. Yeah, it's something like that. And it's like, first of all, you don't need to try and do that. You just do that. And second of all, you do that for you. And I know that's easier said than done, especially if you're in this energy of always needing to impress, or coming from a background or just a belief system where it's like the only time you were given love is when you did something that was the right thing, or, you know, cool or something. It's like this energy of conditional love is something that you're used to. 858 could be significant. Also, the month of September could be significant, or you could be a life path number 9. I'm also getting this, yeah, definitely something about alchemy here. And when I'm looking at this, okay, hold on, give me a second. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm seeing in this depiction. There's this wall here, and it's like, it's giving me this energy of like you've hit a wall with something, like you have exhausted all of your options, or you think you have. You think there's no other decision, but it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, there's a wall, but there's also a portal here where you have the willpower, you have the strength. This is Mars energy, Gemini energy, the mental agility to figure something out, but it's almost like you're not figuring it out. Maybe because you're just kind of stuck in a certain belief system, stuck in a certain way of doing something, a way people have always done it. And it's like, nah, you're smarter than that. And you need to recognize that. I'm going to read the little passage out of this book here. It's on page 86. That could be a significant year. I'm just going to read this little thing here, and probably this. The chessboard symbolizes the mind, and the attacking position, the nature of the competitive planet Mars. The winged wheel denotes the sun god and movement in the element air or high mental activity. The doorway challenges a move into unknown territory. Yeah, okay. A heated argument, cross-questioning someone, a fight over a contract, a regretted letter. These could just be some significant things that are happening for you. But yeah, so it's like there's something here about needing to make like a quick, maybe not a quick decision, but making a decision and understanding that, yeah, it's like, it's not the quickness, it's not the speed of the decision making, it's the fact that you're making it. It's the fact that you need to make it. Don't feel pressured into doing something quickly. Take your time, be strategic, right? But also look at the other options, or just look around you. You feel like you hit a wall, but there's a portal here. The wall is the portal. I looked up and seen 1221 on the timer, mirroring numbers. Also, those numbers been coming through. They were coming through for me a lot a couple weeks ago, and I feel like it's coming back around again. So yeah, maybe something is coming back around. So what is this about? The energy is gaining momentum. Your hard work is paying off. Come on now, bruh. This is beautiful. I love this confirmation. New moon in Capricorn. We have new moon here. Another new moon here with Leo. A lot of fire energy. Sun energy here. Sun energy here. Yeah, it's like things are moving. Things are gaining momentum. It's not about the speed. Sagittarius makes me think of like fast moving energy because of that bow and arrow. And when you let that arrow go, it moves fast, right? But in the meantime, when you draw back on that arrow, it's just gaining energy and gaining energy, right? It's gaining momentum, not necessarily momentum, but it's just gaining energy. But the moment, and it feels like you're just stuck, right? It feels like you're not moving when you draw back on that bow. When you draw back on that bow with your arrow, it feels like, okay, I'm just still. But no, what's happening is you're gaining energy. You're gaining strength that you need in order to let that arrow go, and just everything will take off. But right now, you're in this like Capricorn energy right now. It feels like nothing's really changing or moving. It's this earth energy, but it's a process. And you got to respect that process. You can't rush a flower to grow, right? You can't rush a seed to start sprouting. It's a matter of being strategic. And where do you want this arrow to land? That's where you're at right now. You're drawing back on all this energy, all this hard work you're putting into this arrow. And it's like, okay, now lock onto your target now, right? And understand that if you hit a wall, that doesn't mean everything has failed. It's showing you the portal. It's like, yeah, you may have hit a wall because there's something that needs to change, right? Like all things, when we're going through the growth process, when we're navigating life, period, we come to these positions in our life where we have to be a little, introspective and retrospective, I guess. Is that the right word I want to use? I don't know, but you're being guided in the right direction. And even though it may like I'm being guided to hit a brick wall, it's like, no, you're being guided to the portal in that wall. And the reason why it's like this is because this portal ain't for everybody. If it was this big ass doorway, everyone will be going through it. No. It needs to kind of disguise itself a little bit because it's only for a select few, right? Take that how it resonates in your situation, but I hope you get what I'm saying here. Yeah, and just having that, yeah, you could definitely be doing something like on the internet or something with communication here. And this card was talking about like some kind of confrontation or something. And we do have this like person fighting with this lion, and it's like, we have order at the bottom of this. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, things are progressing. Energy is gaining momentum. It's like having the confidence to know you are stronger than anything that could happen to you. You got this. I feel like, yeah, there's definitely something about being in the spotlight with something, giving some kind of message, or birds symbolize messages, right? But also like community. Yeah, just take that part how it resonates, but it's definitely something here about keep doing you. Keep doing you. Don't worry about the moves someone else is making right now. It's like, yeah, they may back you into a corner. Yeah, these moves other people are making may impact you or affect you in some kind of way, but at the end of the day, it's still the moves that someone else is making. It's still their karma. It's still their timeline, right? And even though you may be in the midst of it, understand that you are more powerful. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors are protecting you each and every step of the way. And I don't mean you are more powerful in a way of like you are better than this other energy or this other person. Not like that. It's reminding yourself of who you are. Yeah. Ooh, look what's at the bottom of this. Ooh, okay. The uncreated. So it's like you have not yet went through this little portal here. There's something here that's not quite here yet. It wants to be birthed through you. So think about what you're saying, what you are doing, right? Not too hard. Don't stress yourself out about it. It's not about that. It's just move with grace, move with dignity, move with accuracy, I want to say. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you are going. Just make sure you know what you're doing, right? You're not going to get in a McLaren and not know how to drive that shit. That's a metaphor. I'm just saying, like you're not going to hop on a damn plane and be like, all right, I'm going to fly this to New York and have no kind of training. Yeah, sure, you could possibly do that shit, but that's going to be a very stressful ride and it may not work out. Do you know what I mean? So just doesn't matter how fast or slow you're going, because wherever you're trying to go and get to, you're eventually going to get there. That time is passing anyway. You're going to get to that place. How you get to it, the speed in how you get to it does not matter. Anyway, I went to go look at the top of the deck and I got Raven's head. Raven has been coming through for me so much lately. Ravens could be significant. But at the top of it, ooh, no way. Yeah, okay. We have the spider here, creation, creative energy here. What's interesting is we have this like blue gem here, and then we also have a blue gem in the middle of this blue rose. But what's interesting is I was getting this energy of like masculine, feminine energy. That's why I have this sun and moon. Well, I was drawn to the sun and moon oracle decks, and then I was drawn to this one because it's like this energy of masculine and feminine energy alchemizing together to create the uncreated, to go through a portal many have not gone through or are not willing to go through. This is the guidance, so I'm going to read it out of the book. Okay, that's interesting because I was about to open the book and turn to the page and I don't even know what this is. So, okay, this is giving me like, what you're doing, right? High Priestess energy coming through again. Trust in yourself, right? Trust that you know the direction that you're going in, but also don't just double like check in with yourself is what I want to say. Because yeah, I could have opened up to the correct page and been and read it, but also double check. Just make sure. Like, why not double check what you're doing? Why not reinvent something? Why not slow down and take your time on something? Like, yeah, okay. Glass. Speculum. I don't think this, I have yet to pull this card. In this deck, I've never pulled this card. Glass. Wow. For myself or for any of the readings I do on YouTube. Triple X. It's making me think of like explicit. Yeah, and again with this like small portal here, it's like around, this is giving me the same energy. If you look around here, it's like all you see is just kind of a fog, a haze, you know? But if you look, you got to look through a very specific lens and you'll see exactly where the direction that you need to go in. You may not know, you know, do I go this way? Do I go that way? That part doesn't matter right now. What matters is seeing the direction, right? Ooh, seeing the direction. It flew to the right. It's like no matter what, you're going to go in the right direction. Yeah, no matter what, you will always find your way back to the right direction because that is your intention. God, the universe, whoever you believe in, is not going to lead you astray. If God sees like this is what you want, this is what you desire, that was planted in you by God because God knew you were capable of doing that, or the universe, Allah, whoever you resonate with, right? 2255 could be significant. That's what time I went to bed last night, which is interesting. Maybe sleep on something, sleep on it is coming to mind. Yeah, when you're don't be making these, I almost said harsh decisions. So maybe, yeah, if it's a harsh decision, if it's a difficult decision to a swords energy coming through, then sleep on it. That's okay. Don't let energies or people or whatever rush you, right? It's like, oh, but I have to. I have a deadline. It's like, okay, you know when that deadline is. Take your time thinking things through. You can be thinking about a decision 5 minutes up into the deadline. That may not be applicable for some of you, right? Take it how it resonates, but just it's the energy of not rushing things, letting things play out and how they need to play out. Something else was coming to mind here. Yeah, it's like you're moving in a certain direction. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know the exact thing that you need to be doing. As an example, just like I was saying, like the bow and arrow, it's like where's your target? Oh, it's right here. Okay, now you can release that arrow. It's like, as an example, right? Put this in your situation. Say you wanted to become an artist and you're just like, well, I don't know what kind of medium I like to do. Just start doing what you like to do and what you're drawn to doing. And then that eventually will come to you. Ooh, I just got reminded of this video that I seen. It was a person had posted like, people who don't drink, what do you do on the weekends? And then someone like, what is it called? Like, remix it, I don't know what it's called, and like, you know, put on their video as an answer. It was like, I'm an alcoholic and I've been sober since 2006. So that line could be significant for you. And then they started talking about how what I do on the weekends is, initially I got into photography and I really loved photography, and then I started taking better care of myself and going to the gym and and then finally I found myself in front of the camera, and I really liked doing that and really liked modeling. And then I realized that I found myself back behind the camera again and doing directing and creative directing and styling. And I really liked that. I liked, you know, that whole aspect of like clothing and fabric. And so then I found myself designing my own clothes, and then I found myself quilting, and then I found myself, you know, crocheting and sewing. And now like this person has this very successful quilt business that they're so in love with, and that brings them so much joy. And it's like, it's completely opposite of the track that they were going down before. I don't know what their life was like when they were an alcoholic, right? But they weren't looking at it like, I'm going to be a quilter. They were just looking at what brings me joy. And through those little things and cultivating those little things that brought that person joy, they eventually ended up on what they inevitably are, been doing for the past however many years. And even with that, that quilt business or whatever that they have, that's not end all be all either. Who knows? That motherfucker may become a damn pilot or something through, I don't know, I spit on the desk, sorry. Someone sees their quilt and it's like, oh, I want to design my private jet like this. And then so now they start designing for private jets or something. And then he realizes, oh, I really like planes and now I want to be a pilot. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you'll find what you are going to do here. The point and your purpose ultimately is to have a human experience. So have that shit. Experience it fully and completely in the way that it was meant to be experienced. And that is consciously and presently through you, through your own lens, through your own consciousness, right? And experience all the highs and all the lows, experience emotion, experience the depth, experience the shallowness, experience all the things that you can create with your hands, with your mind, right? With alchemy, right? Experience the things that you can witness, experience the relationships that you can have, the harmony that you can have, experience your body and how you can heal your body, how you know the medicine that you need to heal your body. And when I say medicine, that could just be going out, walking through a park or walking through the forest, that could be exercising, right? Eating what your body intuitively wants and needs, right? If you feel like, oh, I need to do some healing in my heart space, eat a lot of green foods and dark leafy greens and this, you know how to take care of yourself, right? And that all comes back to, what is your purpose in life? Your purpose is to have a human experience. Have it. Claim it. It's yours. It's yours. Okay? It's yours. It's yours. Wow. Glass. Okay, let's... Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, this is so interesting. I'm having a hard time finding this. Which, yeah, I feel like that's a message in itself. It's like, you may be having a hard time finding it. You know what it is. You know the number, but for some reason, it's like, where is this? And so I went to the contents, right? And, ooh, look who it is. This was at the top of the deck. Yeah, so it's something like, zoom out. Look at everything as a whole, right? And see, you'll be easier to find it. Yeah, maybe like asking your community, asking the network that you have, or maybe just going back to the very beginning of something and you'll see a reminder. You'll see exactly where it is. I like that. It's on page 147. I feel like that's where I was at. And again, that's another like, yeah, what? Oh, I must have just looked over it. I don't know. So it's like, even when you do go back to the beginning, it's like, wait, that's where it is. That's where it was at. But maybe it was something in the way how you were doing something or where you were doing something. It's like, yeah, maybe you were a painter, right, in LA, but it's like, and it wasn't working out for you. And then you go through this whole journey of figuring out what you want to do and how you want to do it. And all of a sudden you end up somewhere in like Paris or something and you're painting out there and it's successful and you're like, what? This is what I was doing at the very beginning. This is what I wanted to do and now it's successful. It's like, maybe you need to change location. Maybe you need to change the way you were doing something, how you were doing it, right? How you were introducing it to the public or even to yourself, right? Okay, so it's on page 147. Here's, if you want to screenshot it, go for it. Make it a little closer. Speculum glass, transparency, focus, seeing. Glass transmits a sacred exchange between the alchemists and their work. Through the glass vessel, the alchemist sees their work and the work sees the alchemist. What was once clouded in confusion becomes focused. What was once veiled becomes obvious. How are you currently seeing the world? What is your perspective? Again, with that, how are you doing something? The glass card can be thought of as the gift of true perception. More high priestess energy coming through. With it, you naturally focus on what is most central in your life. All else falls into the periphery. The next right action becomes clear. Oh my God, thank you, God. This is beautiful confirmation. Glass is fragile by nature and requires regular cleaning. So find daily practices that align your vision to what is true. It's easy to slip into old mode of seeing, particularly someone else's. What? What? I was saying that at the very beginning. Oh my God. Do your own thing. Don't get caught up in, 11:11 on the clock. I love that. It's like you're in a bush full of yellow flowers. Everyone's kind of doing the same thing. Remember, I was talking about that. This says right here. Wow, that's crazy. Glass is fragile by nature and requires regular cleaning, so find daily practices that align your vision to what is true. It's easy to slip into an old mode of seeing, particularly someone else's. So hold steady to your new alchemical lenses. Their power is mighty. Hold steady. Hold that bow and arrow steady. Focus on your target. Yeah. Find out what it is and let that go. To go deeper, view Robert Smithson's sculpture, Map of Broken Glass, Atlantis, to ponder the sand becoming glass. Ooh, that's beautiful. Concept to meditate on. The sand becoming glass. Glass is a separator. It puts a clear barrier between the observer and the observed. Ponder on this distance making and whether it is serving or hindering. This is beautiful confirmation. Thank you, God. Oh my God. No way. Some speak of rose-colored glasses that shift our perspective. Take inventory of what lens you are looking through. Is the glass muddy, colored, cracked, or crystal clear? My God. What a beautiful. The next one is sugar. I just thought of embracing the sweetness of life. What a beautiful, beautiful message. I hope that was helpful for you. I love you so, so much. Ooh, 33, 34 on the timer. I like that. I like those numbers together. But anyways, I love you so much. Take care.